were pretty shocked and kind of like, what do we do? My husband, he's one of the frontline workers, and with my job, I work in research, and I support a team that works with research patients that have neuromuscular diseases. So when everything started, it was really scary. It was like, I have 2 small children, what do I do? And then of course the YMCA says, hey, we have this program for essential workers. We were just so blessed and so thankful that the YMCA, offered this to us, because really we didn't have any other options. The scare is, you don't want to take them to family or friends and expose them or expose those who might be more susceptible to the virus. So what do you do?
We found out that things were stopping. My husband lost his job. He still was employed, but he couldn't see his patients anymore. We didn't have that income coming in. My children had their everyday routine of going to school. They couldn't do those things anymore. And so I was put into a place where I was lost. Didn't know where I was going to go as far as my kids and their care, my husband and his income, if we were going to have a place to stay. It was just a lot of stress on us.
So at first it was, oh my goodness, okay, we need to work this into our budget. And then the YMCA says, hey, we have really great donors and we have this really great, situation where we're going to cut the cost back to almost very minimal. And it was such a relief.
Just little things of my kids having that stability just went away, and we didn't have that anymore. The relief care came along and gave us this helpful assistance to be able to care for our children, and it took off so much weight where we were able to focus on the things that we needed to focus on.
The YMCA was amazing. They emailed us daily. They reassured us about, hand sanitizing or hand washing and doing social distancing, along with, really trying to keep their lives as normal as possible. So that was a huge thing to me, because along with just being a scary time with the coronavirus, you don't want your children to be scared. And how do you explain that to them? How do you explain that to a 3-year-old or a 6-year-old? And so to keep their life as routine as possible was important to me for their mental and emotional health, but also because we were reassured that they were going to be healthy.
They get to zip line, they get to go to the pool every day. They're burning energy. They don't know about everything that's happening outside with the coronavirus, COVID-19. They have friends that they're able to safely play with, and they also get to do their enrichment, which is a huge deal for us.
Online learning, it was new for me, and so there was some tears at first to learn how to use the different platforms, but then of course, come save the day, the YMCA and all their staff were like, hey, we're gonna do enrichment time, we're gonna try to work this into our day, and they literally just kind of took that piece off of me, with having to work a full day and then come home and then work with him and all of the schoolwork and learning the different platforms. It was a huge learning, but it was such a relief. His teacher, she emailed me and she said, you're doing a really great job with Corbin. He's doing really awesome. And I said, I have nothing to do with it. This is all the staff at the YMCA. And she goes, well, please send them my thank you, because he's really flourishing. He's doing very well academically. And then when we got his report card, he's on level or doing excellent with everything.
Elena, she has been through a lot. She's my niece. She is originally from Georgia. She moved with my mother and I actually last summer. And she had a part of her life where she wasn't able to talk. She was very bashful because she's been through a lot. And coming here, it helped out with her talking to everyone, talking to the children here, and even the counselors. She's a whole different person. I think in her past, people are focused on what she's been through, and they're not letting her be herself. I think her being here is just, hey, you're a kid, let's have fun. They're not focused on just her specifically on why she's the way she is. I didn't know it would happen. I just needed her to be here. I just needed their help. And after seeing the change, is wow. I don't even think they know how much of a big difference they have made. I've told them, but it's huge.
Thank you for believing in the YMCA, because it's made such an impact on the community, on my family, on so many others.
I just want to say to all the donors, everyone that has supported us, thank you. If it wasn't for them, I don't know where I would be. My children and I, my family, we needed this deeply. I'm thankful.